Ame, have your impressions of the Myth Girls changed over time?
When we met each other, we never got to meet in person until like after a few years of meeting. And I think that's kind of interesting because we get to know each other online first, and sometimes the way people are online versus offline is like a little bit different. But I feel like meeting each other, I don't know, it just felt natural, like how we usually are. And I think a few of us are pretty low energy, so maybe it's hard for other people to tell that we're the type of people that it takes a while for us to get comfortable with others. But I think we have already reached that point and beyond where we could just hang out on a couch and just like, I mean, we did that. We just kind of hang out and relax and just talk about stuff, and you know, such a like a relaxing energy that we can have sometimes together. And then does that answer the question?
No, I want to hear it more specifically.
Oh, for like each person?
Yes! Start with, I don't know, Calli.
With Calli.
What did you think of her, like, at first? What kind of person did she seem to be to you?
I don't know, she seemed like really cool right off the bat because of just her music ability, and you know, I just know her as Calli, and Calli's very cute and very cool at the same time. So yeah, I guess that was my first impression of her. And you know, she's like kind of goofy a little bit.
Yeah.
And
but you would say that it's more like something you found out later on, right?
Yeah, you learn how goofy she is.
I kind of wrote the same thing yesterday in my chart.
Yeah. It really grows on you. I feel like she has a really endearing personality too.
Yeah, so cute. She's so funny.
Are we going debut order? So Kiara next.
Sure, okay.
Let's see. First meeting you, I feel like right away maybe you were kind of a little obsessed with Calli more than anybody.
I mean,
so I think that also is like learning to trust each other and opening up to each other more, and not just with me, but you know, with everybody. So yeah, obviously learning that. Yeah, I like your sense of humor, which is pretty straightforward. I think it can be surprising for some people, but I like that about you. And let's see what else. Oh, I think you're really honest about like how you feel and stuff, which I think can be difficult to do. I don't think people realize how hard it can be to kind of show like how vulnerable, because everybody feels like that. Like we all feel like that way, but it can be really difficult, even for me especially. Like I don't feel comfortable a lot of the time to do that, but I do admire you for being able to do that and talk about a lot of stuff that can be difficult to talk about, but you handle it so well because you have a really nice way of, you know, dissecting things and talking about it.
Thank you. It's nice to hear. Well, okay, then the next, Ina?
Ina, yeah, getting to know Ina more. She's so sweet. It's like, you know, right off the bat, I feel like Ina and I are similar, where it's kind of hard to get to know people at first because we're really introverted. And getting to know her more, like she's somebody who, no matter when or what, if you ask her for something or like advice, you know, she'll try her best to always be there. And yeah, I'll ask her for advice for like some things, or if it's like I'm drawing something,
you're
or
the one
like
who's usually being asked for advice. You also go to people to ask for advice.
Yeah, because Ina has a good amount of tech knowledge too. Like we both like 3D stuff, so sometimes like we would talk to each other about things like that. And yeah, I really trust her opinion a lot when it comes to, especially like art or design or 3D stuff. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. She's very technically knowledgeable indeed, but also the art. Yeah, that's her specialty. I see. What about Gubiba?
Gura. I definitely got to know her. What?
I want to know your first impression.
First impression. Well, Gura and I kind of, yeah, I guess it was a while ago that we met, but Gura's also quiet when you first meet.
Yeah.
I think she was really quiet, but she was also, how do I say, like, she had like this childlike wonder. I mean, she still has it. She still has it for sure.
Childlike wonder? You mean like she's like in a good way? She's childish? You mean?
Yeah, like she was not really. I remember talking with her at first. She was really nervous about streaming, and she would always be like, "How do you do this? Like, how do you manage to be a streamer like you are?" And I would give her, you know, I was like, you gotta rely on the chat, you know, a little bit, and you know, give some commentary here and there, and yeah, I mean, I think she's always like that, and she's definitely opened up to me more over time too, and we gotten to know each other pretty well. So yeah, I think all of us have gotten to know each other really well, and I'm really grateful for that too.
Okay. Now you would say maybe she's not so quiet anymore, at least towards you, right? Because you said she was kind of quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also like that too, so I can understand where I think we both just go into kind of like our little shells sometimes, and we have to recharge. So I understand that more than anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think like it's important to be comfortable around each other. Yeah. To understand each other too. Yeah.
Agreed.